I forget to do the things I should do. My lovely lightning in a jar, you're my rare and wondrous star, and I wanna be wherever you are. 'Cause I love you, yes I do. And the first time that I saw you, I knew that every wish I'd ever wished was wrapped up in you. 'Cause I love you, yes I do. With you is where I want to be, when this weary world's too crazy for me. I spend my time just making rhymes into these hopeful little lines, and leave my lonely broken heartache behind. 'Cause I love you, yes I do. And the first time that I saw you, I knew that every dream I'd ever dreamed was wrapped up in you. 'Cause I love you, yes I do. That every wish I'd ever wished was wrapped up in you. 'Cause I love you, yes I do. I hope I live 1,000 years, so I can wake up to your sweet voice in my ears. My charming, funny honeybee, your kisses knock me to my knees. Give me sugar and get humming with me. 'Cause I love you, yes I do. And every wish I has wrapped up in you. So here's to you, I hope that all your dreams come true. 'Cause I love you, yes I do. Oh yes I do. I love you, yes I do. Yes I do.
The name of that song is titled Yes, I Do, and it is the title cut from the brand new album by my special guest today, Jennifer Porter. Jennifer, welcome to the Friday Afternoon Music Mix.
Thank you so much for having me. Pleasure to be here.
It's great to have you here as well. I received an advance copy of your latest album, Yes, I Do, from Betsy at Blind Raccoon Records. After I went through it the first time, I got in touch with her and I said, I need to have Jennifer on my show. Kind enough to put us in touch. So it worked out great. This is your 9th album. Previous album before that was released in 2023 called Sun, Come and Shine. You had some very impressive musicians that helped you with this, Jennifer. Some of them I had heard of, actually. Your drummer and your legendary music director, which was Bernard Purdy, C.J. Chenier, and of course, Cindy Cash Dollar. I've heard of all of them. How did you put together this incredible group of talented musicians to help you?
I knew that I wanted a drummer that sounded like Bernard Purdie. So I thought, well, why don't I send the songs to Bernard Purdie? If I want someone that sounds like Bernard Purdie, why not go to the man himself? So I sent him the songs and he really liked them. This was during COVID, during the lockdown. So he had me come down to New Jersey and record with his band. And so I met all these great people that I then eventually went on tour with to promote the album and had a wonderful time with them, and just a great group of people. That's how that came about. Was I was wanting a drummer that sounded like Bernard Purdie, and I thought, why don't I just go to Bernard himself?
You just captured the gold ring, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. You have a very broad range in your music, Jennifer. I know you start out, you were classically trained as an opera singer. You do country, you do jazz, you do blues, you're a roots musician, just a little bit of everything. And that's one of the things that I noticed immediately on this new album. You don't let any genre box you in. I mean, you're just all over the place with this and well performed in all of them, which I think is just terrific. Tell me how you managed to branch out into that.
Well, maybe I have musical ADHD, but when I was young, the first thing I heard of, this woman used to entertain at these cocktail parties that my grandparents would have. And she would play boogie woogie piano and her sister would sing. And this is when I was about 5. I was absolutely fascinated with what she was doing and what the sound was. And so I started trying to play what she was playing by ear. My grandmother noticed, got a piano sent to our house because she thought, well, in her words, I had piano fingers. So I played by ear for a long time, playing boogie woogie and blues sorts of songs. And then I got into piano lessons so I could learn how to read music. And of course, that led me into the classical playing, which led me into singing, because I would always sing along with myself when I played. I found that I liked it as much as I liked playing. When I was pretty young, I still had a voice suited to classical music. I got pulled onto that path quite strongly, and I love it. I still sing opera every day. It keeps my voice in shape. I always still was pulled back to the jazz, roots music. I found that I liked the improvisatory nature of it. I didn't feel boxed in, I guess. I enjoyed playing and singing at the same time and doing those things together. And I think it's where I feel the most comfortable on stage, actually, is playing and singing rather than just singing. Because I'm always rather just a little bit shy, so I can hide behind the piano. That's what happened with that, how I ended up singing those. And I heard a lot of country music growing up because my parents were huge country music fans, old school country. I heard that every day, especially on Saturdays when it would wake us up to get out of bed and clean the house. And that was my alarm clock. So I have a lot of that in my ear, rattling around in my brain when I write songs. Sometimes that country stuff definitely comes out.
You have an incredible range. And one of the songs that's on this album that just grabbed me right away is called How Long? Let's play that, can we?
Sounds great.
Old evening train been gone for how long, baby? Baby, how long? I went to the station, didn't see no train. Down in my heart I've got an aching pain. For how long, baby? ain't got no money to ride this train. You know I'd ride the roads just to be with you again. For how long, baby? Ooh, baby, how long? No, I ain't gonna sing no more, baby. Ooh, 'cause I believe I've got to go. For how long, baby? Ooh, 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 how long? Ooh, no, I ain't gonna sing no more, baby. Ooh, 'cause I believe I've got to go. For how long, baby? Ooh, baby, how long? Oh, how long?
I don't know how many octave range you have, but that sure shows it. It's just terrific.
Oh, thank you.
Great job on that. I want to also point out that you've received a lot of accolades, especially after that 8th album came out. You were inducted into Maine's Pi Kappa Lambda. Tell me a little bit about that.
That actually happened. My college professors nominated me to be in that honor society. It was not something I expected at all. I didn't even know they had submitted me for that. A surprise when they told me in the lobby one day that, oh, by the way, you need to be at this ceremony because you've just been accepted into Pi Kappa Lambda. So that was a huge, huge honor. I was incredibly honored that they thought of me to submit me because I had a lot of really talented musician friends around me that they equally could have submitted. So very humbled.
You're living in Buxton, Maine.
I am.
Is it beautiful there?
It's very snowy and cold right now, but it's a beautiful state.
I also want to point out that in addition to being a singer-songwriter, keyboard and piano player, you're also an actor and a screenwriter.
I am.
And a member of SAG-AFTRA.
Yes. Because when you sing, of course, going through high school and college and then being an opera performance major, you get cast in musicals. And I found that I really, really enjoyed the acting part as much as I enjoyed the singing part. And then I did my first straight play, was totally hooked on the acting side as well. And I really don't think I could give either being a musician up or being an actor. I love them both so much. It's a bit hard to do them both at the same time and give them each their equal due. I absolutely enjoy acting.
I saw you've had over 60 parts that you've played over the years.
I can't quite believe it, but yes. I even got to sing country music. I played Patsy Cline in a production of Always Patsy Cline, where I got to act the part, but also sing all of her wonderful music.
I've seen that play. It's wonderful. Let's do a third song. This is another one of my favorites off the album. It's called All I Needed Was You.
Lately I've been lonely and been feeling so down. Just wanna quit and blow this filthy vulgar down on the town. Drink some wine in Paris, taking sips by the sand, and consider never ever coming home again. But then you take me in your arms, and my frozen heart warms. And you tell me change is coming, but it's hard to believe when it's been the same for 20 summer turns of the leaves. People just get older, and I know I do too. And I'm afraid I'll never finish what I set out to do, and I don't wanna go on. You keep me on and on. a match and burn it all to the ground. When I don't know what to do, I'll just believe in you. Take what little faith I still have rattling around and drag my useless hopes above the dusty ground. 'Cause when I don't know what to do, I'll just believe in you. 'Cause there's one thing that I'm sure of in this crazy old grind, and it's something I hold on to when it's talking to mind. Sounds a little simple, but it's something I need. In that living room where I said I do, for all my dreams have come true. All I needed was you.
Jennifer, how many songs on this album did you pen yourself?
6 of them. So 6 are mine. And then I did a cover of Leroy Carr's The How Long, then the old Bessie Smith tune, Good Old Wagon, which I'd wanted to record for a long, long time. Convinced my producer to do it, and that we should definitely use a tuba as the bass line. That was a lot of fun.
That tuba sounds so good. It really does.
That's Randy Andos playing tuba, and he just knocked that out of the park.
He did. It's great. There's another side of you that I want to talk about too, and that's that you are also a 2nd-degree black belt in karate.
I am. Yeah. That's something I never expected to do. I started that when I was 20, I guess. I found that I liked it. I had always thought of myself as really uncoordinated and kind of, I think my parents were glad when my much more athletic sister was born. And so I always felt like, oh, just don't make me do anything athletic. But then when I did start in martial arts, I realized, oh, I actually am coordinated. Yeah, I actually do have good control, and it was really quite a confidence boost in the physical department. It became a huge, huge part of my life, and I pursued it, and I never expected I'd have a black belt, let alone a 2nd-degree black belt. There it was.
Saves money on security as well. I read a fabulous interview that you did some time back with Authority magazine. I would be amiss if I didn't point out a very loving tribute you made to your husband and said he is your partner, your rock. Also helps with screenwriting as a go-to as a soundboard for all of your music, plus helps with it as well. If you don't mind, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, he also played drums on this new album. Yes, I do. He's been my live drummer forever and ever and ever. But we met when I was 15 and he was 17 at a theater competition, of all things. His school won, and they definitely deserved to. And we hit it off from the first moment. It was one of those things where you meet someone and you feel like, wow, this person really, really, really knows me. You feel like you've known each other for 100 years. It was that sort of feeling. We really grew up together. That can be difficult, I think, sometimes. Not saying there weren't difficulties, but we helped each other grow up. And it was a beautiful thing. He's an amazing part of my life. Just a really great person. Anyone who knows him knows he's a wonderful, wonderful person. I think we've been married 35 years. Yeah, he'll just 35 years in December.
You are so blessed.
I really, really am.
What has helped you be successful in this business is not to put a value in a monetary form or in the form of recognition, accolades, that sort of thing. Doing the music that you want to do and do it for yourself is the most important thing of all, and was advice that you were giving to any up-and-coming musician. You still adhere to that policy, don't you?
I do. I really do. You can try to follow trends and chase them and chase them and chase them. It's going to make you miserable, and you'll never be able to fully become who you are meant to be as an artist. I feel like it's really important to give yourself time and space to discover that instead of frantically chasing whatever trend is in music is popular at the moment. Be yourself, do your own thing, keep your head down, do your work, and learn how to be fully accepting of who you are as an artist, and don't try to be like somebody else.
Sage advice.
Oh, thank you.
It's absolutely been a pleasure to have you on the show today. I wish you really well with this new album called Yes, I Do. It's just terrific. It's her 9th album. The best way to kind of get an idea of what her music is all about is go to her website at jenniferportermusic.com. You can also go to her YouTube channel. There's some fabulous videos on there. Her Facebook site is facebook.com/Jennifer Nicole Porter. Her Instagram site is instagram.com, Jennifer N as in Nicole, Porter.com. You can catch up on what she's doing, listen to a lot of her music, see some of her videos. Be sure and grab a hold of her new album called Yes, I Do. Let's go out with a song that I really like on this album. In my mind, shows your sense of humor to the T. It's called Before We Call It a Day. I know everyone's going to enjoy this as much as I did. Thank you again for being on the show. And I hope that one day we'll get to meet in person. That would be a lot of fun.
I would love that, Greg. Really, I would. Thank you so much for having me. It was such an honor.
In the blink of an eye, seems life goes by. Que sera, year to year. It's hard, but I'll try to have a hell of a night before we call it a day. I'm gonna bounce back, bounce forth, climb up, fall down, get lost, and then get found. Fall asleep in sunbeams, make peace with old dreams, laugh and run around, and have a hell of a night before we call it a day. I gotta carrying on. I gotta stand firm, hold fast, see it through, 'cause I'm so in love with you. I wanna race the clock, kiss the moon, kick up my heels, and work the room, and have a hell of a night before we call it a day.